force, I know it's hard to remember. All 1,980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall now.
Hello and welcome to Speeding Bullets Repackaged. I am Richie.
Hey, it's your old pal Tupper with the Tiny Mike. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
I tried to trick Richie out by launching with welcome to the show, and he was tripped up a little bit. Thanks for watching our YouTube video where we talk about toys in a nerdy way, which I guess is every single podcast that talks about toys. But we're going to do it our way.
That's
and
right.
We like our way. Thanks for watching. Please like this video. Click that button to subscribe so you see future content. We got fun coming your way. Review. This is a big review episode because we get a ton of shit.
The last two episodes was all coming soon.
All coming soon. So there's very little of that. It's mostly our opinions on the toys that we got recently. It's a big opinion episode. We have big feelings and we're going to share them with the faces.
That's true. And we do have a little bit of coming soon now. For some reason, the music's
With no music.
not playing. There we go. Now it's playing.
There it is. There it
It
goes.
was delayed for some reason.
It's coming.
It's slow.
You know, you wanted
like you.
Oh, yeah, I'm the slow one. I just think you wanted to jump in on my talking through the coming soon graphic.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So,
all the cool kids are doing it, Richie. Come on.
What little coming soon...
It's like marijuana in the 90s.
Now everybody's doing it.
Now everyone's doing it. What
little coming soon we do have is all McFarlane, because there was a little bit of stuff announced after Comic-Con to kind of trickled out. This is the Arkham Knight Batman, which Tupper, I believe you told me this is just a one-for-one re-release, basically.
It is a complete re-release. I think maybe the belt might be a little bit painted gold. I don't know if the one I have is that gold painted belt. And he comes with all of the Arkham accessories that Batman's came with for the first little bit, but it's the same. Now, to be fair, this is one of my favorite Batman figures, so I'm not upset that they're re-releasing it. I'm a little pissed that I got the version with all the accessories, but, you know, living there.
You're coming in a little choppy.
Am I coming in a little choppy?
Now you're better.
No, I'm better. Might have been the Joy Burst that I was drinking.
Maybe. Yeah, so Arkham Batman. I'm not going to get this one. I don't need an Arkham Batman in my collection. So that one is going to be a pass for me.
You don't really care about the Arkham games. And
I enjoyed them. I played the games. I enjoyed the hell out of the games, but I don't feel like I need figures from the game. So
that's fair. I always like the second version of the suit from Arkham City, which is also kind of similar to the one in Arkham Knight, which is this one, which is why I wanted it. And I'm very happy with that. I love the cape, but the cape is really good, like molded plastic for the time. So this is a solid pickup. If you didn't get it already and you love those games and you love this version of Batman, jump on it.
Yeah. Next up, we got this Haunted Gotham Batman. I'm not sure what storyline that is in reference to. I'm not familiar with that storyline. But it is the giant ear one that we saw a little image from San Diego Comic-Con. Like I said, not a big fan of the excessively long Batman ears. So this one's definitely going to be a pass for me. So
it does look like it comes with a cloth cape with wire. That's something.
Yeah. So
I agree with Richie. I don't like the long ears either.
Yeah. So not liking it. But we got this Justice League Batman, the worst Batfleck costume. Well, one of the worst Batfleck costumes. I got the Batfleck that I wanted on the secondary market. Of all the Batflecks to re-release, I don't know why this is one of them. So
it's I mean, it does come with the Batfleck face proper, and it comes with another masked head and one with the goggles up, which I like that. I actually don't hate that. And a cloth cape, which is different from the Batfleck that I, for some reason, got. I guess I just wanted to have a bunch of different Batman at one point. So it's fine, but
Yeah, I might if I see this
no from
on
me.
discount, I might pick it up because that Bruce Wayne head would kind of look nice on my other Batfleck, the one that has like
It's a good
the cool Batfleck
it's a good
costume.
sculpt. Yeah, it's a good sculpt for. It definitely looks like Ben Affleck.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone that wants to create a chasing Amy scene in their home, which I believe would be the reason you would get this. So.
Yeah, so that's true. Next up, we have the world's finest Batman. I believe this is from the current world's finest. Well, I don't know if it's current. I'm at least reading it right now. I'm a little bit behind, but it's a world's finest run that was taking place in the early years of Batman and Superman meeting. I believe this is where the inspirations is coming from. This world's finest Batman. It's a pretty decent looking figure. Looks like it's got a cloth cape, but this one's going to be a pass for me. So.
Oh yeah, no interest. It's fine.
Yeah. Now the one that
It
I
exists.
did pre-order out of this Batman bunch is the Battinson, or the Rob Bat. But yeah, it looks really cool. I don't have a Pattinson Batman yet, so apparently I had two of the same pictures in a row, but that's fine. I like the cloth cape on it. It looks really good. He comes with the heads, and he can hold his cowl as well. I think that's pretty cool. Unless that is just the cowled head that they just threw there.
It is.
Okay.
100%. 100%. This is McFarlane Toys we're talking about. Did not include a cowl without no head in it.
That's true. Oh yeah, there we go. There's all the accessories. So yeah, what was I thinking? Fucking McFarlane.
What were you thinking? I gotta say, I do have a Battinson, but they did with this version move his eyes to be looking forward, and includes the Robert Pattinson head, and includes another C grip hand for the right hand, which in the one that I have, it's just a flat palm.
Mm.
So what you were saying earlier about if you see this at a good price and it's kicking around at some point, I would get it at a good price if I see it kicking around, and it very well might be something that we'll be able to see at $25 to $28.
Yeah,
I would get it for that. So we'll see, but I will.
Come January, we'll have to see what happens with all the leftover McFarlane stock and how the prices drop or don't, or how long it takes for them to drop. That'll be interesting to see. So,
yeah, I think you and I have to make a dedicated trip out the first week of January to see if there's been any immediate price drops. Mm-hmm. But also, that will be the time when we do get official Mattel pictures of their collector's line. So. Mm-hmm. It's going to be very exciting beginning to 2027, but that's a ways away.
Yeah, a little ways away.
So much more.
Next one. Oh, this one pisses me off. And I'm not getting it out of spite. Tupper knows exactly what this is. Because they're releasing a fucking battle-damaged Catwoman, which does look great. It looks like it is a great-looking figure. But I'm not getting it because there should have been a battle-damaged head that came with my Catwoman. Now, granted,
so happy.
Yeah, so
happy. The pre-orders are for this are currently, right?
Yeah, they are up currently. So I gotta
make sure
this might sell out pretty fast, like the other Batman Returns stuff. I'm assuming it will, especially since it has the battle damaged head. But yeah.
I'm gonna have to see if I can make this happen in the next 7 to 10 days. Mm-hmm. I got a lot of stuff going on as I prep for Ottawa Comic Con because I'm in it, and there's a lot of money being spent on printing and of comics and prints and stuff. So I have to see if I can find $40 for this Catwoman because I gotta get it. Gotta get it. Not just because I missed out on the first time, and I really liked yours, and the review was really great, and everyone agrees it's a great figure, but also so I
battle damage head. Yeah, I'm gonna break her.
With
what?
Battle damage head. What was that?
What?
It'll be held at a secret facility, Richie. Because I know it'd be like, you son of a bitch, and I was like, yeah, I beat the system once by holding off.
Next up, this one says it's available for pre-order at GameStop, which is the U.S. version of EB Games, but I haven't seen it up for pre-order at EB Games yet, and that is the classic Harley. So I'm keeping an eye out for it because I want this because I want a classic Harley.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we want to get this. This is a figure we both want to have because we loved the drawing board Harley from Suicide Squad. They are obviously reusing her hammer that they included with that set.
Oh, definitely.
I'm fine with that. It's a great accessory, and I love the little paint changes they've made here. I love the little pop gun. This is great. I want this.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. So, back to movie stuff. It is Dark Knight. The Jim Gordon from the Dark Knight trilogy. It doesn't have the greatest likeness, I find. At least not in this photo. It's kind of like
okay.
Yeah. So, I don't have a Jim Gordon yet, but I haven't seen a Jim Gordon that's been like, I gotta have that. So, we'll see.
This one's pretty cool. I love the action dossier accessory that it comes with. I got a crime report here.
It comes with handcuffs.
I don't know. I kind of dig all of this stuff. I mean, yes, I am making fun of it a little bit, but I love weird accessories like, a case file that Gordon would have and that they've molded that and printed on it and everything. I love stuff like that because it's just so unique and so weird. So this is okay. I mean, again, if I saw it at a good price, I'd pick it up, but I have no desire to own a Jim Gordon figure, but this isn't terrible.
Yeah, it's not the worst figure out there. Next one I have pre-ordered because, well, it's right up my alley, and it's the Red Lanterns 2-pack. I guess it's technically 2.6, I will say, because it comes with the little deck star, but also comes with a couple other heads, because you have Rancor there, and that is Rancor, verified, and then you have these other two Red Lantern heads that you can pop on. I'm not familiar with those ones. They do look ominous and stuff, but Rancor has Firehead. So why the fuck would I not want to display him like that? Though I think if you really wanted to, you could buy a couple and then you could at least have another Red Lantern, but I will not do that. So
the only downside to this is obviously if you did buy two, you would have an extra Red Lantern figure, but you'd also have two Atrocituses. Atrociti? Now, if you did do that and gave me one of the Atrocituses, the Atrociti, I would not be upset with that. But I'm not going to force you to buy a 2-pack twice just so you get an extra Red Lantern. I mean,
you never know. If it ever goes on sale somewhere, I might be like, all right, I'll take it and get an extra. But it would only take me like to having two. There would be that third head that I would still. So I would need an even better deal for the third head if I wanted to. So
that's true. And then we would have three Atrociti, and I don't know why we would do with the third one. Burn it?
Yeah. Now, last week, or was it last week? Well, it was last week sometime, but in one of the episodes of the two parts, I said I included the superpowers stuff just to be like, oh, good, the Superman Red, Superman Blue superpowers, I don't have to worry about it. Well, I was wrong. There is a Superman Red, Superman Blue coming to the McFarlane line proper, but there is nothing about these two Superman Reds and Blues that aren't already included with the ones that I have, so I don't have to worry about it. Though
it's the pass from Richie.
Though if I had been, patient last year, not knowing this had come, I would have ended up with this, but I also wouldn't end up with the Build-A-Figure out of that whole thing. So
yeah, it's
still a win. So.
I feel like this stage from McFarlane is, hey, did you miss this during the run? Well, we're losing the license, so here you go. We'll reprint this at probably a not insignificant cost to them, but it's also a little bit. I think I was kind of wrong when I was saying, oh, this is just a cheap way of going through their molds and everything. But honestly, it does feel a little bit like proper fan service, where they're like, hey, did you miss some of these figures when they were first out? Here's your next chance this is your last chance to get a shot at them. And that's that's okay. Like, that's okay. I will admit that is okay. It is still a cheap cash grab in a way, but I'm fine with it. I support it because it does give some of us a chance to get stuff that was out and we missed out on, and we are. So good job.
And that was the last of the coming soon for this episode. See, super short coming soon because we did a whole bunch of that the last couple of episodes, and we didn't show you anything that we've gotten in a little while. Well, we did do that special presentation a few episodes ago. But anyways, it's time for this.
Oh baby. It's a big old review segment because I can't even remember how many figures we'll be talking about in this. Let's just jump in.
Yes. So we got Tupper's stuff first because, well, you know what my segment's called and the louder sound effect. But we did an unboxing of the drawing board Harley. But we told you, and we did take some pictures of our own. These are Tupper's.
Nice. Yes, I did take a couple of pictures. A lot of them have the same pose because I didn't want to move out of it. One is yours for sure.
Is that? Okay.
Is it? Or did I do that?
I think you may have done that too.
That's so long ago. Is that me?
I think so.
It was so long ago. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what's mine for sure. Got her punching hands up. Got her serious face on. That's a nice photo. Good job, me. Here's this is my favorite, I think, of the photos where she's pointing and shooting. Again, just showcasing that this is a great action figure. I absolutely going to be appearing on my top 10 list. Here's another one of her pointing at the camera because I just like the vibe of it. But this was, again, just a joy to get and to pose. I loved all the accessories. I loved the variations in hands. I loved the variations in faces. And
I love the bubblegum face. It's my favorite.
The bubblegum face is so great. It's just got so much personality. I mean, the personality here is through the roof. The smiling face is the one that I like the best. It's the one that really jazzed me up the most. And that's how she's posed in my house currently. And black to back.
Black to back!
So, yeah. Harley, I think, is absolutely going to appear on a year-end list for me. It's just, I just still love her so much. It was a really great job they did, and I kind of wish they had done more stuff like that. And I think if we look at the negatives to the McFarlane Toys losing the license, is that I think there would have been more drawing boards, and I think we would have seen some pretty cool shit that will come down the pipeline from that. So, oh well.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul. We'll see what Mattel does on that front.
Dems the brakes.
Dems the brakes.
Next one of Tupper's. A little while ago, I already shared my thoughts on, but these are Tupper's thoughts because he's really excited about this guy.
I love Maximum Thor. I have one quibble.
Probably the same quibble as mine. Or is it a different quibble than we've already discussed?
I have two quibbles with this figure. They're not going to stop it from appearing on my best of list for the year. I love we'll get to that in a second. I love the sculpt here. I love the detailing on the armor. I love how you can get him in different poses. This is a bigger figure. But I think they really handled all the proportions with it quite well. I love the size of Mjolnir here. Everything feels like it's movable, but that it's not going to bend and it's not going to break over time. And I really enjoyed that. I love that there's options for him flying. I love that there's options for him standing. I love there's options for him being angry. I love there's options for him being smirky. It's a great toy. There's a lot of variation here. Here's something I put together with some of my blast effects. It's just great. I'm telling you, though, that wired cape is really what sells this Thor. The wired cape is absolutely worth it. And it's one of the reasons this is more expensive. But this is one of the best wired capes
I've ever seen. It's a thicker one, too.
It's got, it feels like an actual moving part of his body. and there's a lot that you could do with it, and it takes time to get it in the right poses, and I appreciate that.
That's a good one
He's
too.
just he's a great figure. The quibbles that I have with him, no boot cut. What the fuck? Okay, so little side story. The reason that my Throg is by a plant is because I gave him to my girlfriend Lolo, and he lives in her house because she likes little guys, and Throg is a little guy. So he lives with the plant at her place, and that's why he didn't appear next to Thor proper. Shout out to Lolo. Little Throg. But I think Max Thor is great. That boot cut is really brutal. And they should have included the boot cut. Why they didn't, I have no fucking idea.
They were drunk.
Who gets that far into the development of this toy with all the great things that it can do and is like, well, let's just leave the boot cut out. There should always be boot cuts, especially because I've noticed Marvel Legends is including more of them, even with their MCU line based on the movies and TV stuff. So get your shit together over there at Hasbro. There needed to be a boot cut on this guy very, very badly. And the other quibble that I have is I do not like, and I will not be using those lightning effects.
Oh no, you do not like them.
It's not the same quibble. That's not the same quibble that you have. I don't love the lightning effects. It took me forever to try to place them around and on the figure. I just couldn't figure it out in a way that would be good for a regular display. Obviously, toy photography, it's pretty cool, but I'm also looking for stuff that just looks good on a shelf and is very imposing, and I could not and still cannot figure out a way to use them on a shelf proper, so it did feel a little bit like a waste, and there's no way for, like, there's no obvious place for them to connect to his hands, the Mjolnir. That's a little bit of a bummer to me.
There's some places you can mold it, so I agree to disagree.
Yeah, but it's
there.
not obvious, Richie. It's not obvious. It didn't jazz me. It didn't thrill me. But again, that's a minor. This is definitely going to be on my top 5 list. It might be number 1. I don't know. There's something coming out later this year that I was talking with Richie about the other day that is really looking like it might be my figure of the year at this point. But Max Thor is great. I love him. It's a 9.9 out of 10. Actually, we'll go 9.5 because that boot swivel is really dumb. It's really dumb that they didn't do that. But
spinning Mjolnir. So
spinning, yes, I know you're. But Richie and I are going to see if we can either make our own or if we can order it from AliExpress, because I think I saw them on AliExpress for like $5, and I'm like, I'll pay $5 for a spinning Mjolnir that would work on this figure.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We may get one.
It's true.
But I love Max Thor. Max Thor, I think, is it is the best Max figure we've gotten so far, and I think it's the one that is absolutely worth the price point.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I think is worth that money you're paying for it, because it's like $70, and I think it's worth it. I think in this case, this feels like an upgrade from regular Marvel Legends, and it's worth the increase in cost as far as I'm concerned. The cape, man.
Yeah, the cape. I love it. It's got such a great feel to it and texture. So
yeah, great toy, great figure.
All right, Tupper's next one, super cool figure.
Yeah, Punisher, baby. Little Frank Castle for you. This is not the One Last Kill Frank Castle, because this is not his outfit in the show at all. But it's a fucking great Punisher look, and we're gonna get to, as the photos go by, the things that really sell this guy. Now, unfortunately, my Punisher's arm, his right arm or his left arm, was a little loose and would keep popping out. Thanks to the fine folks over at Hasbro, I will be getting a new one. It works, as you can see, but it did take some finagling to get it there. That angry, yelling Frank head,
I love it.
Worth the price alone. Absolutely phenomenal. Great look. It's a great John Bernthal. I can practically feel the spit from him telling me that he's about to tell me something.
Let me tell you something.
It's great. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something right here, Red. It's great. I love the the design of this figure, it moves very well. It does feel like you can get him in a bunch of moves. He comes with a wide range of accessories. The shotgun is amazing looking. It's a bit gummy, as is the hammer, as is his gun. So you're just going to have to keep an eye out for that. You're probably going to switch it up with your own accessories anyway. But yeah, here he is placed side by side with the other Frank from Daredevil, which this is how he looks on my shelf. I put the angry yelling one on the older figure because I think it works a lot better. I do like the older head Frank design with the no beard.
Yeah.
But man, the bearded stuff just looks so good. So I am excited to get. I hope I do get another Punisher figure because I will be displaying regular Frank head with no beard on that body when he comes in. Great loadout. Here he is with some Maximum Bros, little Thor, little Spider-Man. I love this figure. The Punisher to me has just had a great year. There's been some phenomenal Punisher figures
really great
this
figures.
year, and because both the older version and this one I think are absolutely top notch. I like this one just slightly more because of the different head sculpts. The blast effect that comes with it is great. It's always nice to see that. And there's some like grenade canisters, tear gas canisters that are available that will fit on his belt, and I like that. You can put almost all the accessories on this body right off the bat. That's a big and good selling point. So great job on this guy. Hasbro. Thanks for sending me another figure. Might be a Punisher, might not be.
We'll see.
I'll let you know. I'll follow up that. And this for me is again. I think if the weapons were a little bit less soft, a little bit more solid, would have ranked a 10. But because it's just a little bit gummy and a little bit soft, I gotta drop some points for it. But honestly, if you're even a passing fan of Punisher, fucking get this guy.
Yeah,
it's
completely worth it. I have some
home
pictures
run.
coming up too. So, taking
home run on that.
a quick trip to Eternia. Tupper finally gets to talk about his trap jaw.
And that's not me talking, by the way. That's this figure. Shut your trap jaw, Adam, is what people have said to me in the past. And now I have a trap jaw of my own. Thank you, Richie, for getting this for me. I do love this a lot. Here he is all stripped down, just in case you were wondering what he looks like without anything on him. You will never display him like this. But
No.
I thought it was fun that you could pull the armor off. I really did think. This is such an imposing figure. This is one of, I think, the best designs for a toy in 6-inch that we've gotten this year based on a property. It looks beautiful. It looks better than the movie, which I just rewatched again today. It's better than the movie because this guy's more muscular and feels more natural. It doesn't look as so much like a suit, which it does a little bit look like in the movie.
That's fair.
Which is fine. I mean, that's not a criticism. It's just like it's crazy when you get a toy based on a movie and the toy is better than the character looks in the movie. I just think that's wild. I love the accessories here. I love how easy it is to put them on. Could he have come with more hands? Sure. But it doesn't matter. It's super simple. It's super stripped down. It's just, this is a thing that if you enjoy the movie and enjoy really imposing, scary-looking guys on your shelf, this is it. He's also fucking huge. He's bigger than all the other Masters figures that I've gotten this far. He towers over everyone else. It's a great job. Again, Mattel did a phenomenal job with their Masters line, the Masters Chronicles line based on the movie. I think they're selling out everywhere. They're selling very, very well, and they should be. These are great action
great
figures.
toys.
They really, really are. I think, Richie, this is your favorite. I think Skeletor is still going to be my number one pick just because I love how they did that figure, and the textures on it are really great. But this is right there. It's such a close number two. And I think for uniqueness, thanks. I think for uniqueness, there is no second place. And again, I've always been a fan of Trapjaw, and this is my definitive version of Trapjaw that fits in with all my other stuff. I love this guy. This again, I could nitpick and say he could use a couple other hands. He does come, I think, with a fisted hand and like a gesturing hand. He doesn't really need anything else because he doesn't use everything else.
It's true.
But so it's nitpicky. So I'm not even going to include Trapjaw 10. He's a 10.
Yeah.
This is a 10 out of 10 figure. Great job, Mattel, on your Chronicle line. I'm very excited to see what Richie's going to be getting. He's got a Tila and a Evelyn coming in, and Ram Man and Fisto. I can't wait to see him review those. I'm good. I have enough Masters figures at this point, with the possible exception of Tila, maybe Tila, maybe Evelyn, if I see them out and they're good price. But I can't wait to see you review them. This is, I think, one of the top lines of the year.
Yeah, it is. I will have to agree, and not just because I'm biased. Moving back to Hasbro, which includes another bone of contention, but we will get there for that.
We do. So we have a G.I. Joe Classified, one I was waiting very patiently on. Good old Wild Bill. Wild Bill came, obviously, with the helicopter, and I can't remember the name of the helicopter right now. He came as that pilot. So this is a retro release, retro carded release. He's got a great head sculpt, but this is probably the blandest G.I. Joe figure I own. He is wholly unimpressive as a toy. I like the hat. I like his sculpt. I don't like the fact that there's not sculpt lines on his hair. For his glasses, they don't fit quite right. Yes, they're see-through. That's standard for Hasbro stuff. He comes with a little knife. He comes with his revolvers, but the revolvers aren't great. Oh, and what's that? For some reason, there is a change in the hands, and my forearm broke off. They do not turn. They are not supposed to. So when mine broke, I was pretty pissed about it. He's been disarmed. But again, just like with Punisher, I did. Yeah, that's right. Bad jokes. That's what I'm here for on a Thursday night. It's just a very bland figure, but I will say I was able to put the arm on long enough so that I could take these photos, but the arm is not on the figure. It's very loose. Here he is with all his cowboy buddies. He is the weakest by far out of all of these figures. It's not even a close race. Like Sundown is a 10 out of 10, and Cowboy Deadpool is a 9.5, and that's only because he doesn't have boot swivel. Here he is with Cowboy Deadpool's revolver, which is way better designed than the ones that come with Wild Bill. By the way, they're very bland, boring revolvers, and I was expecting a lot more out of this figure.
Yeah.
It's such a disappointment, and I hate to say it because it's not just the broken arm, it's just the overall look of this figure. It's just there's very little paint, there is very little effort that went into making this retro release, and it just feels very much like an afterthought. And it's the one, I think this is the first time on the show that I'm saying, hey, don't get this guy. This is for me, I had to get it. It's a 5. Like, this is a 5 out of 10.
It kind of feels like it's like, oh, we're missing a figure for that wave. Wild Bill, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, there was lots of little things they could have done to this to add texture to the figure. That's what it needs. It's fine that it's all green. I don't have a problem with the fact that it's all green. It felt like it's very stripped down, and they didn't do much to make it distinct, to make it interesting. And then you're only getting it because you're a completist. Mm-hmm. And I loved Wild Bill as a figure as a kid. I had the helicopter. Why I can't remember the name, I don't know. People are screaming. The two people that know what I'm talking about are screaming at their TVs or their phones right now. Sorry, can't remember. Yeah. It's fine, but it's so, you take in the broken arm into consideration. You take in the blandness of the figure, and again, nothing to keep his glasses fully holding in place. I thought we'd moved past that with Hasbro. You look at a figure like Monkey Wrench, and it's so many options, and the glasses all fit perfectly on his head. They got the lines and everything, so they do. That's what this figure needed. And also, why did they include a no hat version? You're not going to display this with no hat.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's just a redhead in a mustache. So given the fact that we've gotten some awesome, amazing cowboy figures this year, the broken arm and the just dullness of this toy, 5 out of 10. Only get it if you want a Wild Bill figure on your shelf if you didn't have the money for the HasLab helicopter. Otherwise, avoid. And Richie, if I get the same figure, because Hasbro is replacing it for me, and I will glue that arm off, it's your choice. You are welcome to have it. It's free.
I'll probably take him.
It's free, but I'll tell you, lower your expectations, because he is a back shelfer for sure. He is the back of the shelf figure, and that's disappointing because I love Classified. I think it's the best toy line. I think it's my favorite toy line that I've ever had. They do amazing things over there, and we've talked about the amazing things that they do at G.I. Joe Hasbro. And this is not it. There's nothing great about this. This
was somebody's last day.
Just like, I guess we gotta fucking get this out there. But it's just when you look at some of the other retro carded stuff, which is usually just repaints of figures that have been out there already. I mean, even the Techno Viper, like the Techno Viper, which I already have, is just repainted in the old colors. That's better than this because at least it's dynamic looking.
Yeah.
There's nothing fucking dynamic about Wild Bill. This figure sucks, and I'm sad about it. And it's broken, but I am getting a new figure, and it might be different than Wild Bill.
Something tells me they have a bunch of Wild Bills at the warehouse, though.
I feel like I have those two, Punisher and Wild Bill. I'll definitely get another Wild Bill. I will not get a Punisher. They're just gonna pick something. Please, for the love of God, send me the comic book Daredevil. I would take that in lieu of another Punisher, and I'll deal with the broken arm. But yeah. Either way, I will let you guys know.
We'll see what happens.
When he got his, it took him about a week to 10 days. I'm still in Ottawa. I haven't heard anything. So I'll let you know when they come in, and we'll talk about it right here on this show.
Excellent.
Shit Richie bought this week.
Richie, it's way too late at night for that sound effect. Oh my god!
I'm gonna somehow one day have that randomly go off at random times in your house.
Oh goody! I'm just gonna make that. I can torture myself and just make it your ringtone.
That's true. I can send the file to you. All right.
I'm not saying no.
So I took some pictures of Harley as well. I don't know why. It's just a very small quibble, but I feel like they could have centered the placement of the pegs a little bit more, so she would be centered on that. It's just a small quibble, because she's like her back foot is like right at the edge, so. Just a small point. But like I said, this is my favorite head sculpt for her, the bubblegum face. That's the one that's on her currently. But yeah, it is a great figure. I'm surprised. I love how well the legs move and don't get caught in the real fishnets that she has. Because that was a big concern that we did have thinking ahead. But I'm glad they don't. There's no problem with that there. Again, not as good as his pointing one, but still pretty good. This is one of my favorites that I took of her.
Oh yeah, double guns.
So this is how I'm displaying hers. Oh no, sorry, with the bubblegum face actually. This is how I'm posing her. So, but yeah, so I won't spend too much more time on it because we've already talked about her a little bit. But she will definitely be on my top 10. Definitely within the top 5. I don't know exactly where yet. It's always hard to pick my top 10.
And we still have many more months left in the year before we get into our top 10s for the year. I'm going to make a controversial statement, Richie, and I'm going to say that this is the best licensed budget figure based on a movie or TV show that I've ever gotten.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
This is not a $90, SH Figure Arts display toy. This is a $45 McFarlane Toys, drawing board figure, and at that price point, I don't think there's ever been a movie or TV figure that I've gotten that matches the quality, the head sculpt, the posability, and the accessories. This is just a winner in every metric.
We recently saw Spider-Man, which we'll be talking about on our other podcast at some point. But I got some brand new day figures. I didn't pre-order either of these figures to start with, but they arrived and I took a look at them and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get these figures. So, because I wasn't sure about the look of the Hulk, but when I saw him in hand at the store, I was a lot more impressed than I was with the photos that had. And I'm also kind of a sucker for Hulk. And then I was looking at the Spider-Man and I'm like, you know what? I might as well get the Spider-Man too. So that's basically how that went. The web effects that come with the Hulk are pretty cool. And the way you get to use them are pretty neat as well. Which you'll see in a little bit. The shirt there does come off. I forgot to take any photos with the shirt off, but it does come off if you are wondering. So,
where's my burrito?
Yeah. This face kind of reminds me of like the evil Mask face in The Mask when the other guy has the mask on.
Yes.
But it's still
got a little bit of Lou Ferrigno too.
Yeah, I was thinking that one, especially when I saw it in the box. I'm like, a little bit of Lou in there. So, but yeah, it's still a pretty good head sculpt. And then it poses great. It's got a lot of great posability. One thing that is a down point is there are no footholes in the bottom, so if you need to that might be the other Hulk. I'm sorry, I'll have to check later. No, sorry, it is the other Hulk. Never mind, this one does have the holes. It is the other Hulk that doesn't have so we'll get there anyways. So scratch that, never mind that. But the face is great. You can tell this is really made to go with the Spider-Man because the Spider-Man head fits in that hand very, very nicely. Just kind of almost just like clicks in there. So that works out really well. You can have the web effects on his hands there. The other one will also go on his head, like if you want it to come down on his head like that. I think I forgot to take a picture like that. So there are some cool things you can do with the web effects. So that is cool. This did take me a little while to get down and posed, but I was determined. And I was like, I'm going to fucking make this happen. So
it's a great photo because it does actually look like he's, I think we got it. I think we're balancing.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice job.
We'll keep it going since I kind of let in with the Spider-Man anyway. The web effects on this one are kind of more like set dressings. You can't really use them effectively for anything. You know what I mean? They don't clip onto anything or anything like that, so I'll find some way to use them in a display. But it is a really good representative of the brand new day suits. So I am happy that I got it because I did really enjoy Brand New Day. It is a very close second to No Way Home. But
agreed.
We'll
great movie. It's a great movie.
Tune into a future Reloaded for our thoughts on that. It's got some splayed hands, of course. I actually really love this photo. It turned out really good. And then, of course, getting a new Spider-Man let me make some of my own, more of my own web effects that I learned how to make thanks to the interwebs. So that is cool. Though I do wish that the fisted hands did have an opening so that you could put web through it. That's the only small complaint that I have really for this guy. Otherwise, the other thing I would have included is he probably should have come with a unmasked head. But them's the breaks. I do have an unmasked head from the other one, so if I wanted to, I could throw it on him.
I think there is a masked head a half unmasked head where it's on his forehead before he pulls it down.
Yeah,
and I think that's a Walmart exclusive.
Yeah, that one's
and it doesn't come with any extra hands.
Yeah, it's not worth getting
it's not
just
even
for
out
that.
yet.
Yeah, so. Yeah, it's a great figure. I'm super happy with it. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. The brand new day Hulk, I would probably give that a good 9 out of 10 as well for myself. And Hulk doesn't end there, but one that I was looking forward to for a while, and this one actually came in early when it did arrive, and that is the Professor Hulk, which has two really great head sculpts on it. And some really awesome accessories, particularly the pink slippers, the pink bunny slippers that come with it. The glasses are really cool. You'll see when I put them on them how good they look, and the gun is just, Professor Hulk gun. It's the one point, and Tupper got a chance to play with this a little bit when he was over at the house the other day to give me a hand with a few things. Is the bandolier is removable. However, the peg that you put the bandolier pieces through needs to be just a little bit longer, and there is room for it so that you can get all pieces on there. I can't do it, and even Tupper with his little salad fingers couldn't get it on there. Great. So
hey, whoa, I take umbrage with that because my hands are tiny, but salad fingers had long fingers, and I don't. I have appropriately sized tiny hands. Jesus,
that's quite a reference for people. If you get that, you're old like us. So
you're old and you were into weird internet shit. Listen, my hands are tiny, and they are not Donald Trump tiny, but they are smaller, but they fit my proportions. I'm an artist. I don't do manual labor. Figure it out. Yeah. But I will agree with Richie. It's too hard to get that bandolier back in. I probably could have made it happen, but if you have to spend more than 2 minutes on getting an accessory on or off your figures, that's a failure on the quality control department. They didn't do a good job of manufacturing that product, in my opinion.
And like 3 to 4 millimeters longer would have been perfect on it. And there's space for it, because especially where it sits on the back, like in sort of like a pocket of muscles, it works. But the bandolier,
they also should put a peg hole. Why didn't they do a peg hole in the back, and you put the peg hole into that, and that would secure it as well to the body? So
that too, yeah.
A couple of different suggestions, but anyway.
Yeah. The nice Hulk face is really cool, and then he looks great with the glasses on, and the slippers look great on him as well. It's a really fun figure. The gun I can give or take. It's just a big gun that Banner made for Hulk. I vaguely remember it. Kind of looks, the way that the glasses are, kind of does make it look like the eyes are a little bit enlarged from from the glasses. So that is kind of neat. I do enjoy that. Even the mean face, the glasses look kind of cool on as well. Mm-hmm. So it is a great figure. All kinds of posability. There's a close-up of the mean face with the glasses. I really like that one. But yeah, I love this figure. This one's a 9.5 for me. This one doesn't have peg holes on the bottom, so if you wanted to use a foot stand for a little bit of extra stability, you're not going to be able to with this guy, because he ain't got no holes in his feet. So, but he does stand pretty sturdily, and now that I think of it,
it's not a word. Sturdily is not a word.
Yes, it is. I was just wondering. I was taking a quick look. I was wondering if they put peg holes at the bottom of the slippers. They did not. So there's just a thought. But
those slippers clip right on his feet too, don't they? Like they're not loose on his feet.
No, they go in nice and smoothly. Yeah. So
this is I think one of the figures you got this year that I didn't get, that I am legitimately jealous. I held him, great heft, great pose, just a really, really excellent toy. So I'm a little bummed I didn't get it, but I don't have any where to put it, a Hulk. And I'm not a big Hulk fan, so that's why well, and also no money. So that's why I passed on it. But I'm like, it is this thing where if I saw it at a good price, I would even, and a good price for me on this would be, I'd say $50 or under. It's I would pick it up if I saw it and I had money. It's great. It's a great toy. I'm very happy you got this. Awesome.
Yeah. I'm
awesome
very happy
stuff.
I got this. Sticking with Marvel, we got the Punisher that we've already seen, but I took some pictures of it as well.
It looks a little like Nomad Captain America in this, with the lighting in this spot.
A little bit, yeah. But yeah, the
Where's my burrito?
Let me tell you something. He's very, the angry face in this and the screaming face is really awesome. I think we both took a very similar picture like this here. I did not realize, and I'm gonna have to go back and see it, but I did not realize that the grenade canister is clipped into his belt somewhere, so I'll have to go back and see that. To be careful though.
I'll get my burrito in 5 minutes. Blowing up this whole fucking place.
The canister grenades do fit in the hand. It does stretch the hand out, so I didn't leave it in there too long, because I didn't want it to like permanently get stretched out. But that sounds really bad. But yeah, so I just I put it in, took the photo, and then.
Richie, this podcast is now rated R thanks to that comment.
We swear. I'm sure we've hit more F-bombs that are allowed for PG fucking 13. So
You didn't give me a chance to. You laughed too early. I didn't even get a chance to say that's what she said.
Also, I'm pretty sure when I post this, I say no, it's not for kids. So,
I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm joking. Obviously, no kids are watching this fucking podcast, and if you are under the age of 14, what are you doing?
Where are your parents?
With your life?
Where are your parents?
Show them this and be like, I watched this, and see how they react. They're gonna be like,
who are these fucking idiots? Yeah.
Why are you watching content for people my age? This is for me. Actually,
right.
If you are under 14 and watching this, show this to your dad. He'll probably be a fan.
He'll like it.
And if your mom's a fan,
I can't remember. I think Tupper's already shown his of this figure. I can't remember if he did or not. But the Ultimate Wolverine,
I did not.
You did not? Okay,
I did not.
So we got a little. I do really like him. But I feel there's just something missing from him. I think accessory wise. Like I didn't even take a picture with just the accessories, because he just comes with a couple different hands that are in this picture here. Don't get me wrong, like I said, looks fucking cool. I think maybe, like, I don't know, I don't know if he's been unmasked in the comics or not yet, but maybe a different head sculpt of some sorts, but I don't know what. But it just felt like it was missing something. But I do really like it.
That would be very accurate, which is also why I didn't really take any photos of this guy, because he's just there. Like, this is it. Mm-hmm. There's nothing more than this. I agree with Richie 100%. I really like this figure, but he's boring.
Yeah.
in so many ways, he's just there. He just exists. But also, I can't imagine not having him. So it's a very weird conflict. You're just like, this is nothing. This is nothing, but also big fan.
He's an oxymoron of a figure.
Yeah, he's Schrodinger's Wolverine. He somehow sucks and is great both
at the same time. Nice.
It's very bizarre situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what would you rate him? What would you rate this Wolverine figure if, like, out of 10? Because it's a good Wolverine toy.
I would give him both a 7.5 and a 9.
Yeah. I would probably go 7. I would probably go 7 for general populace. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But again, I can't imagine not having him. So yeah, absolutely 9 out of 10. He's really great. Needed more in every way, but he's really cool
great.
looking, and I'm really happy.
We are not endorsing this figure well at all, so that's why you can tell we are not paid by Hasbro. So
I don't know. Like, I feel like this is the Deadpool Wolverine that we're going to be getting in the fall.
Yeah.
And I feel like when we get that Deadpool Wolverine, you and I are going to be like, this is the same as the Ultimate Wolverine we got in the summer. Still better, but it's the same. I think I want to pose them side by side, and they're
we're gonna
just
have
going
to
be
do that
like
for sure.
Wolverine Strike Force. Yeah.
Still, last of the stuff I got is all Hasbro, but it is Star Wars Black Series. This photo does not make the cloak look good at all. The cloak does look good. This is the Darth Maul from the Shadow Lord Maul Shadow Lord series. This is one that I didn't pre-order initially, but after I watched the show, I went in the shop and I was like, I gotta pre-order this. They're like, we can't pre-order it for you. It's not pre-orderable in store anymore. And I'm like, damn it. I went online and I was like, ooh, I can still order it for home delivery. So I did that and it got delivered to my home. But like I said, I showed it a couple episodes ago. I think just a quick preview. This figure, the movement on it is very, very fluid, and not in a bad way. It moves so smoothly, but at the same time, it's still, you know how, you know, the legs, when you're moving an action figure, you can kind of feel like the notches as you move it. Like you can still like pose it with those like notches, but at the same time, it moves so fluidly. I'm just so impressed with this, the articulation on this figure. It was really great, and I'm really happy that I got this. So. And he looks good without the really cloak cool on as well. So,
yeah, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. It's nice. It's a really nice figure.
So,
yeah.
And then I didn't get anything else from the Droids line, but I decided that this was the R2-D2 for me. And he really is. He's scaled really well. He looks great. He has all the, you know, like R2's stuff on him that's coming out when he's going all like all the time. So,
oh, that's a clip.
It comes with the Droids coin. Was that a thing before when these were released? These coins or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the 80s. In the 80s, a lot of action figures came with like coins for some reason, and they aren't worth anything.
Also, you
just threw them at your friends.
Yes, his top does spin, so you can move him. It is also very fluid in movement, so you can face him any which way you want to face him. And then I, of course, included a photo with everything attached, because I mean that's just how he's meant to be posed. He's a great figure. I haven't found the C-3PO that I want yet, but there will be one out there for me at some point. But this was a great option for R2-D2. I don't think any of the ones that have been, at least that I've seen, that I was looking at, had any of those little attachments on him. So when I saw this from the Droids line, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get it.
Looks great. Big fan. Love the blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very nice. The blue is very, very nicely done. That's all I got from that I had opened. I still got stuff left to open. Of course, we all know a little while ago I bought the Destro and Despoiler. Still don't have room to open it. It's coming at some point. Don't worry.
It's huge. Again, just so everyone's kind of aware, the reason Richie hasn't opened it is because when you do, and I've seen multiple reviews of the Spoiler, it is massive. It's the size, it's bigger than a laptop.
Yeah.
And it's chunky.
And
it's not something you just whip out and put on your shelf if you don't have the shelf room. So it's better off in the box till Richie finds the shelf space.
Yeah, exactly. One thing that I didn't
I want to see it.
One thing that I didn't get to open yet, that I arrived, one of my NECA orders. I did not get reamed with a huge charge like on my last order. This one I only had like $10 instead of... And it's funny too, because the weight of this and the weights of the other package, there's not a whole lot of difference. Because
they're smaller toys, yeah.
Because they're smaller toys. So I don't know why the other one for... unless they count it like the blind box series as like individual things, and I think maybe they did 100%. That. And I'm like, you 100%. Motherfuckers. But anyways,
I don't think this coming. I don't think it was priced by weight. It wasn't weighted price, Richie. I think it was individual items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is going to be coming. Funny enough, though, I was at Walmart today grabbing some stuff for the house. I saw this in Walmart. So it looks like Walmart is getting some recent NECA stuff, although I will be getting all my future NECA stuff through DJC Collectibles. I do still have some pending NECA orders coming. We'll see how those, how much of those I get charged. But the other thing, one of the SDCC pre-orders that we made came in, and that's Kilowog, which I had pre-ordered for Tupper. However, they got a platinum in instead, which he doesn't want, and I wasn't banking on them receiving any platinum, so because otherwise, if I was trying to get a normal and a platinum, I'd be like, all right, I'll pre-order 2, enlarge the possibility of getting it. However, they didn't get the green one. Well, there was a couple other green ones they got, but they were for pre-orders. But they did see that they have more at the warehouse. So as soon as all the pre-orders are picked up, Tupper will get his green one of this Kilowog. But I decided to get this yellow/gold version. So that will be on a future episode.
I'm excited for the green one to come in because the photos sometimes don't do the sculpt and the detailing in these figures justice. And when I was looking at the one that Richie got, which is the same sculpt, same facial expression as the one that's coming for me, it's just all green and shiny, which is perfect because he fits in with the Hal that Richie got me. Mm-hmm. I'm just blown away by the details on this, and I know that when I get that Kilowog in hand, it's going to be one of my favorites from the year, because just, again, the sculpting on that. I know it's from last year's when they did the Kilowog and Kyle 2-pack. Was last year, I think it was, earlier in the year. So this is definitely not a figure that is brand new. It's one we have seen before. Yeah. But I love the shiny green, and it's probably going to rate pretty high when I get it, just because I love Kilowog as a character, and it's a good-looking toy.
And that's why I wasn't going for the green one, was because the only real difference between this one and the one I have from the 2-pack is this one is shiny and the other one's not. And I'm like, I don't need another one just because it's shiny. So I've gotten action figures for less, but
so. It's true, but you again, the differences there are the eyes and the paint job and everything there is a substantial paint job difference for you to make this one worth your monies.
Yeah. But there I have it, folks. Much a shorter episode for you this time, although I think I split it very well between the last 2 episodes. So
I haven't watched them all yet, but I believe you did. I believe you're a smart man who knows how to edit.
Yeah, so don't forget to join us again next time. Hit that bell, like and subscribe to us here on YouTube. Speeding Bullets Reloaded is the page. That's the flagship show for our podcasts. But this is Speeding Bullets Repackaged. So join us here every Monday-ish, because sometimes, we take breaks and stuff.
It's summer. We want to be out. And Richie has kids to entertain.
Yeah, I know. Soon they're going to go back to kid jail, so.
I know, we're very excited about
which means school. So.
Kid jail.
All right, see you later, folks.
Like an HBO series. Peace out. I forget completely what our new closing thing is going to be. I thought of it. Now I don't remember. Either way.
Lame.
It's just going to be like a Chuck Lorre sitcom. At the end of every episode, I'm just going to rant on about something or the other, and that's what it's going to be. So, thanks, Chuck Lorre. Most of your sitcoms are still pretty shitty, but you gave us that.
There we go.